Hey, it's Mike, and in today's video, I'm going to show you a way to avoid wasting time on YouTube, since time is our most valuable asset, right? Clickbait titles promise the world, and then you're stuck listening. Sorry, I'm not going to read through all of this because I want to show you exactly how to do this in the quickest possible time. Here's a video. It's actually one of my videos that I did about a month and a half ago, and it was one of my first blah 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 videos, blah blah blah. And I'm really interested in knowing about the heat curve, but I don't really care about what Mike is talking about and why I bought the boiler and what happened to the old boiler, and you get what I mean. There's somewhere in this video is the answer to setting up this heat curve, which is this particular topic about the boiler. And you're just interested in listening. Sorry, doing it again. I'm rambling. Here's what you need to do. Instead of watching this video, which is 45 minutes long, all you need to do is go ahead and copy the URL of this video. So you want to click on share and then click copy, and now you're going to copy the URL to your clipboard. And now you want to go to NotebookLM. Now NotebookLM is Google's AI tool for research. And what you want to do is click on create new. There's a page that loads up. It says add source. And at the bottom here, you can see there's various ones, but there's a YouTube link. I'm going to paste in that URL and then I'm going to click insert. And what you see is a summary of that video in text right there. So you can read about it. It's going to take you less than a minute. That video is 45 minutes, remember. You can also click on the source and you will see the video in its entirety, but you will also see a summary. And the video summary has been broken down into all these key topics, which is great. So if you're just interested in the heating curve and you don't care about the boiler or the smart home or blah, 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 heating curve is what you want. So you can now go and click on that heating curve. And here in the middle, you will see a summary of the heating curve. So there are all the key bits of information. Discuss heating curve. And now you can see everything to do with heating curve, outdoor temperature, curve selection. Now maybe you had in mind just one question about heating curve. There's all the information is right there. But that's not all. This tool, Google Notebook LM, has other features, and you can see them here under notes. You've got study guides, briefing documents, timelines, and FAQ. Now I'm going to click on FAQ. Now while that's generating, I can come along here and I can ask a question of the video. How to set up the heat curve. Where do I do it? Where do I do it? Okay, and I can go and ask the question of the video. That's what this tool is about. This tool becomes an expert in any topic, well, any source that you provide, and then it becomes the expert. And now you ask it questions and it'll give you the answers. How to set up the heat curve, where do I do it? And here it is. Setting up the heat curve involves several steps and considerations, blah, blah, blah. Initial setup by installer, location of the heat curve settings, it's all there. And you can see all this text has references as well. So you can hover over those references and go and read a little bit more about that information. Here is that Ecotech Plus boiler FAQ that I created. Now go and click on it and look at this. It's asking questions. What makes the Valent Ecotech boiler smart? And there's the answer. What is the heating curve and why is it important to the smart boiler? There's the answer. So you've got all the questions and the answers without even going and spending 45 minutes or 7 minutes even to watch that video. You can also click on the source and you can go and watch the video. So let's say I just minimize those topics. I can now go and click on the video and the video is now playing. And while the video is playing and I'm listening to it, I can be asking questions right here. And you can see the mouse and everything is moving on the screen and the person is busy telling you what's going on there. And I can go and ask another question. Room temp mod. Is there a setting for this? So the video is here. All the information is here. I got an FAQ. I've got a briefing doc. Let's click on that while I'm looking at the answer over here. Room temperature mod. Is there a setting for this? Yes, there is. For room temperature mod in the Valent sensor comfort system, this setting influences how the boiler determines the flow temperature and interacts with the heating curve. It's all here, all in one place, without even going and watching that video and listening to old Mike ramble on for 45 minutes. It's just fantastic. Here is the briefing doc, and there is all information that I could possibly need to know about this particular boiler and how to set up that heat curve, and what about the room temp mod. Here are key takeaways, recommendations. It's just insane what this tool can do for you. And going forward, if I'm looking for something now on YouTube, I don't get caught by looking at all the different clickbaity titles for an answer. Because look, let's face it, it happens to everybody. You click into a video and you don't hear what you're expecting to hear because the thumbnail has been manufactured to sucker you into watching that video. And yeah, you can just watch the video if you want in Google's NotebookLM, but yeah, you have all the answers. But there's one last thing that is just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, this is all mind-blowing as it is, but this one thing, and that is audio overview. You want to go and generate an audio, and it takes a good couple of minutes to do this, but I mean, this video is 45 minutes long, so a 3 or 4 minute wait is not going to kill anybody. But what it does, it generates a podcast, or like a podcast. It's a WAV file if you want to download it, and you can download it to your phone or to a podcast tool or anything, and you can play it back whenever you want. But what it is, it's two AI bots. One's in like a female voice and one's in a male voice. And what they are doing is they're having a conversation about the video. And not only are they talking about the video and what the person in the video is talking about, but they're also giving you a very English, simple language, simple statement understanding of what that person is talking about and where you can go and find the answers. And it's like two people in a room and you're listening to them have a conversation about everything that was discussed in that video. And they know the finer details. So like they'll know what a heat curve is or where to go and find it. And they'll be able to describe a heat curve actually in a better way than maybe the person who's doing the video described it. It's just absolutely incredible what this audio overview can do. Before you watch any other video, follow these steps. Pick a video of your choice. Could be anything. And when you click Add Source, you've got a bunch of choices. Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Slides, a website. You can paste in any website you like. So maybe you found a website on heat curves. Copy and paste that in as another source. And what happens is the Notebook LM then becomes an expert in the website. Let's give it a try. Curves, Ecotech Plus. Of course, so here's an Ecotech Plus combi boiler. Okay, so here is the page, and I'm going to copy the URL link. I'm going to go to Ecotech Plus, and I'm going to add a source, and it's going to be a website. Paste in that URL, insert. I can now click on that source guide and look at this. It's now breaking it down. And I mean, that little title there, I only detect technology and energy optimization. That wasn't in the original source. If I go back up to that original source and click on this one, you can see that's the topics for the video. It's broken it down now into these two sources. You've got all those extra topics, and bear in mind, I didn't even scroll through this website. I mean, it looks quite detailed. There's quite a bit of information on there. There's a lot of links, and what this does as well, it goes and digs into all those links, pulls out all the information, and now you've got it all here on the screen. And I can go and search that particular topic, irony detect, and look, here it's busy writing about the irony detect now. I can hover over these little references and I'll get more information. I can even click on those references and it'll open up the source guide to the exact position where that was mentioned on that web page. Now, if there are links, the links will take you to that web page. So if I go and right click on here and say open link in new tab, look, I'm going straight into the website to that point that I needed to look at. It's incredible what this can do. Now, going back to the audio overview, you can see it's created a 12-minute 37 podcast. 12 minutes beats 45 minutes listening to old Mike ramble on about his boiler. And I'll just play a snippet of this and just listen to the tone and how excited they are to talk about this particular video and Mike rambling on about his boiler.
All right, so you're thinking about maybe getting a smart boiler to like try and, make your home heating more efficient.
Yeah.
And we are here to help figure out if it's all it's cracked up to be, we got this awesome YouTube video sent in by a guy named Mike Bowen. He's been using the Valent EcoTech Plus with the MyValent app for a couple months now.
All right.
And even like integrated it with his smart home setup. So like,
oh, wow.
pretty advanced stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to take a deep dive
How about that? They've even picked up my name. I mean, it's incredible. We play a little bit more.
into like his whole experience and see, uncover the pros and cons of this whole technology.
Sure.
So is Mike kind of like a trailblazer paving the way to a, cozy and cost-effective future?
Right.
Or is he fighting an uphill battle?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I think the most interesting thing about Mike's setup is that he actually chose Vans specifically because he had a good experience with them in the past.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with their boilers.
Okay.
It seems like he really values reliability and good customer support, which is pretty important when it comes to boilers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was super drawn to the potential cost savings that these smart features are promising.
Well, yeah, and that's a huge selling point for a lot of people, right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially these days.
Especially with winter in full swing.
Exactly. We're all trying to,
It's unreal. It's just amazing how they just interact with each other and talking about all those points that are in that video at the time. Bear in mind, this is only a 12-minute podcast summary of everything that's discussed in that video.
Find ways to lower those energy bills.
Yeah, for sure.
And one of the innovations in modern boilers that really contributes to that is weather compensation.
Okay, weather compensation.
Yeah.
That sounds
It sounds fancy.
a little high tech. Yeah. But it's actually
really good downforce.
It's simpler than it sounds.
Okay.
It's all about adjusting the temperature of the water that flows through your heating system.
Right.
We call that the flow temperature.
Okay.
Based on the outdoor temperature.
Gotcha.
So like older boilers just blast super.
Give this a try. I'm telling you now, you'll never click on a video again before going and just doing a quick preview of what it's all about in Google's NotebookLM. It's a massive time saver, and when your time is so precious, it's so worth it.
Pretty much.
So it's like the classic balancing act.
Yeah.
Wanting to be comfortable, but also wanting to save money.
But not go broke.
Exactly.
From heating your house.
Don't go broke heating your house. Exactly. That was what I was trying to put across in my video. And of course, I failed because my video is too long. But yeah, these guys, or robots, or I don't know how you even describe them, bots, are talking about my video and the features of that boiler and all the things that I did. And it's so real and wow, it's just incredible. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really does help the algorithm get my video out to the masses. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers.